Welcome into Christchurch Arena, where the Silver Ferns have just beaten the Australian Diamonds 49 points to 44. 5-point victory. What did you think of that, Katrina Rore?
Outstanding. Intensity was high, great international test match, classic-ish Diamonds versus Ferns, but a win. We'll take it.
Yeah, I think you've summed it up, haven't you? And so did Dame Nolene in her interview. They'd take any win, and they definitely did, but still plenty of work-ons for both sides.
Do you think there was a bit of rust from Australia, given the fact that they hadn't played international netball in a long time and they'd come out of quarantine yesterday?
And they had a few debutants as well, and there were a lot of turnovers. If they tidy that up, then I think we'll see a totally different Diamond side.
As for the Silver Ferns, were you impressed with them?
Oh, we were, weren't we? They started so strongly, and it was their combinations that we talked about across the court. We talked about their defensive end, their attacking, and really loved the work tonight of Gina Crampton. I thought she was a really great linking player in there for those Silver Ferns, and her ability to get the ball into those shooters has been amazing.
Was she one of the best on court for you tonight, Gina Crampton?
She definitely was. Just the way she is just super consistent down there. She leads by example, takes control of that centre pass, and will let the ball go whenever she sees any attacker free.
Yeah, and I think her work with Claire Kirsten is something we need to mention. Kirsten playing her first full game in there in that centre position. So it was just a really good team effort, I feel.
And what about if we switch our attention now to the Australians? Courtney Bruce in there as a defensive menace, Katrina.
She's always a menace, just will never give up, is a classic Diamond player who will just go and go and go, and I think she hits the court and always thinks she is better than her opposition, and that's a great attitude to have.
How disruptive was she in there for our shooters?
Yeah, like what really surprised me about her is we don't usually see her at goal defence, and having that little bit of extra room, she got her hand to a lot of ball. So the challenge for her is how can they convert that?
Well, let's take a look at the match stats there. The all-important number is, of course, at the top, number 49, the Silver Ferns winning that one. But what else stands out for you here?
Well, I think it is what Katrina's just talked about before. It's those turnovers, 25 to Australia, 16 to the Silver Ferns. I mean, that is a lot, and that's pretty much, if you look up at the score, could be the ball game. The penalties, Australia just really struggled to adjust to the umpiring a little bit, so that's an area that they're wanting to be better, because you don't want to be standing beside your players out of play. You want to be involved in the game.
Goal percentage, 78% for the Silver Ferns. Will they want to work on that for game 2?
For sure, they will. They have really high expectations of themselves. They always want to be 90% plus. So they look at this and they will be disappointed, but I thought they did such a mountain of work in there that, yeah, just even getting those, and Maya putting up 40 shots, that's a lot.
Well, there's plenty more netball coming up. This was just game 1 of the Constellation Cup. New Zealand 1-0 up. Next up, game 2 tomorrow, 6:45 p.m. We will be live on Sky Sport 3 on Saturday from 3:45 p.m. same place, and on Sunday 2:45 p.m. So make sure you tune in. That's all from us here on day 1 of the Constellation Cup, where the Ferns won 49 to 44.